What's going on, guys? So for the first time, I'm going to do something a little bit different for you patrons. I wanted to go ahead and do a build actually with you guys. I know it seems silly, but we've got a little petite guy here. Of course, this is the uh, convention exclusive mass production type. The irony being it's the mass production type bear guy, but it's also a convention exclusive and one of the hardest ones to get. Now, the funny story behind this is that when Akon was here in Dallas not that long ago, a friend of mine was going up there, and I asked her if she could get me one. I told her where the Bluefin booth was, everything, and she said, I'll try. And I didn't hear from her until a week later when she came back to work. It was already like a really crappy day, really crappy last couple days. And she's like, oh, by the way, flop. I was so mad and so happy at the same time. It was kind of ridiculous because she didn't tell me she picked it up. She didn't even tell me she had gone to the booth. Nothing like that. So I was understandably not happy with her for that reason. So now I'm trying to record this from my webcam for the first time ever. So things are going to be a little bit wonky. Normally I would do a build video. I wanted to do this because it's a little bitty bear guy, and you guys are going to see this first. Eventually I might release it on YouTube for everyone to see, but because I needed to get some content just for you guys, because yay, first of the month, you guys sent me some money. I'm happy for that, guys. And it will go to eventually working on more things. So we need to get more people on the Patreon. But I wanted to do a quick and dirty build just for you guys. Now, I don't actually need the instructions for this, but we can look at them just real quick. Head, ears, all this stuff goes together. You got eyes, blah 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 blah, and yeah. You know what? I thought I had unboxed this already, but clearly I had not. Also, I'm working on. See, here's the weird part. This is the center of the video. I know this sounds really strange. So this is center for you, but realistically the camera is kind of over here-ish. Maybe it's turned just a hair. Yeah, it was. Okay, that makes sense. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and undo this. So I have this set up kind of like how my normal live stream setup would be. So I had the overhead shot here and everything. And hopefully this is recording. It says it's recording. But I have not set encoding overloaded. Consider turn down video settings using a faster encoding preset. I don't know. Hopefully it's doing its thing. If it doesn't, then well, you guys will just end up with a review. Alright, so I'm gonna get my green panel line marker. So yay for that. And if it starts shaking, it's because I've hit a thing. Let's see here, can I actually go into settings while it's doing its thing? Maybe not. No idea. Okay, well, like I said, it's either working or it's not. But I'm gonna take the panel line marker here, just hit a couple quick spots. I guess technically I could have streamed this to record. Oh well. Alright. Use the green marker here. Alright. I didn't think that would go all the way. Go. Neighbors are making noise. I should probably paint that nose. Oh. Oops. That's in my cap flying. I'll get it later. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some pieces cut out. Got the big Stewie Griffin head here. Now I want to see if I can turn on. Wow, so it's like taking up all of the power of my computer. That's crazy. Hope all the noise is going through. Okay, that should be everything I need for the head, I think. For like just a second I heard some noise. Okay, so sorry, I had to stop the recording and start over. Hopefully that it'll get all in there. Apologize, of course, for the background noise from the AC unit as usual. And I'm gonna try to keep everything in frame. I feel like because that looks like crap. Hold on. Come on. It's not gonna let me do it now, is it? Probably not. We'll see what happens. Trim a little bit of that knob off. Same thing here. And I'll sand the whole thing down later. There we go. See, it's on autofocus. It's not supposed to be on autofocus. Okay. Hopefully it looks decent. Bear guys. Now normally this is the realm of my my lovely wife, where she tends to build the little cute bear guys, but this one is one I've been chasing since I started building them, and it was gonna be mine. Just like the Petit'gguy. Petit'gguy is mine, whereas normally she would build the other bear guys. But she got to build the last one, you know, she got to build the angel, or whatever it was called, the pretty guy. So Petit'gguy is mine. I mean, it's clearly supposed to be a dude. All the other ones are obviously chicks. So it's like bear guy pretty. That's what I was trying to think of the name. I'll tell you what, this is actually a decently hard plastic for what it is. Now, unlike normal, where I know my camera is filming everything just perfectly because I'm using my phone, I'm doing it this way so I can get this overhead shot. And, well, realistically, I don't know if it's going to be that good. Hoping it will. There we go. Insert that properly there. Insert that there. Now I'm trying to remember. I guess I could look at the instructions every now and then. Okay, so I don't need to put anything else on the head except for the stickers. I'm going to go in and try to sand these nubs off as best I can. But with something like this, it's easier to do once it's actually assembled. Because it's a mated round surface, you don't want to try to trim and sand those things separately and then come in and fix it later. It's just not really going to work. Let's see here. Throw some green panel line marker on there. Wipe away excess. Sanding pad somewhere. It's right there. Yeah, big colorful looking thing. Should be able to find it, right? Now this is just a fingernail buffing pad, but for things like this it actually works out pretty well because it's not going to really gouge it. Go in there and clean that up just a little. What the heck? What is that? Must have been something on the sanding pad. That's strange. What the hell? Like I said, this thing is not abrasive. So it looks like I got glue on here, which I don't. Like, you guys watched, I just built that. What the heck? Here's some dried glue from something else I worked on. Strange. Cue ball. Hold on, I want to do something. Just ever so slightly. Just add a little bit of that. Now, I'm not so much trying to actually glue it on as just lightly melting those areas together. I'll wait for it to dry, and then I'll go back and sand it some more. I'll set the head aside here. I really need to pick up that lid. Ugh. There you go. Don't want a marker drying out, you know. I'm turning this light off so that is. Let's see if that's easier to focus. That works. Okay. I really am needing to replace the overhead light here. It's kind of a pain. Okay, so while the head is drying, I'll go ahead and work on the rest of it. Just nice and easy for the most part. Clippy clippies, clippy clippies. I'm hoping to basically like a little quick 10-15 minute video. I can edit it when I need to. Actually, okay, it's not going to be that short because I just looked at the actual time. One thing I hate about building at this table, just drop things and I gotta go get them off the floor. Alright. And that's all backpack. I'm not worried about the backpack parts. Go ahead and cut out the bow. Set that aside. Treat the body the same way we did the head. Okay, so we got 10 arms. 4 and 5 different halves of arms. Tail. And these are the hands. So I'll give that a minute. Visualize. So since there's only a couple of y'all here, what's your favorite little dumb petite guy, since we have over a dozen of them I think now? And actually just picked up the other one, or the new one, the primer gray and the rusty orange. Just snagged those, so that's pretty fun. She's already trying to figure out what she's going to write on the signs. I think that's a fun little inclusion, little thingy they didn't really need to do, but it'll be fun for people to mess with. You know what though? Can I pull that back apart? Might be able to. Hold on. Nope, that's not going to pull apart. I was going to seam line it a little bit, but it's okay. It is cool that Bandai has just found a way to give the same kit over and over, and we will repeatedly buy it because it's cute. mean, not to sound sexist in any way, but for the most part, I think almost any female builder that I know of actually loves and has most of these. So, I mean, there is a demographic for them, without a doubt. I mean, I don't mind them. I think they're a fun little build. They're also very good for getting people into them. Like, if you got small children and you really want to give them their first kit, definitely perfect place to start. Super easy. It is articulated and it's cute. Not to mention you can customize if you buy some kits. A lot of those Build Fighter HGs actually come with little weapons and such that can all be used with these little guys. Okay, I know there's a ball joint supposed to go somewhere inside the torso. That's a ball joint, polycap, but they're using the polycaps as ball joints. It's here, just stick it in there. Come on. Like so. We slapped two halves together. Let's give it a quick line of glue. Okay. And as that dries by itself, go slap the chest in here. Okay. Now come through and I'll sand all that clean. Bit. Oh, those are the legs I was messing with. That's what that was. Wow, it's been a while since I built one of these. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a minute. So I built the legs. Wasn't even thinking about it. Okay. Oh yeah, the other foot's on the floor. That's right. Now there is a bear guy that I've built, a specific Petit'gguy that I built that I have not really shown off. It's a custom I did, and I need to. I guess I could show it off at some point, but it's the most kind of custom I've done with one of these guys, and it's almost perfectly seam-lined. It's one of the first times I ever decided to seam-line anything. And if you guys have built one of these, you know, it's entirely seam-lined, as you can see here. But I didn't have the ultra-thin cement. I used super glue and just a ton of sanding. And the giant seam that usually goes around the head is perfectly smooth. Like, so the super glue was not just for bonding, it also used it as filler, realistically. Which is a different way to approach that. Okay, let's see if we can get the arms done. Son of a bitch. Once again, dropping things. And my Facebook notifications are going off. Stay there. Alright. Retrieving things from under the table. Pieces have been recovered. Okay. My god, I didn't even have the head on that thing. Now, this is actually July 3rd. I don't know when they'll actually get this video up there. I'm in the middle of setting up something pretty cool for future showcases. So it's actually going to be a Gunpla exchange, almost like a Secret Santa build. If anybody's ever taken place of that, or taken place in one of those. So just going to have two people build a kit for each other blindly, and then we're going to show them off on the showcase. So I think it'd be a lot of fun. It also show off what people can do and how the different sensibilities towards building go. I'm gonna try to pair up people who have similar skill levels, so that way it's not like you're getting a world level builder with a noob, you know, just so moderates and beginners, you know, people who have airbrush skills, people who might just do really good straight building, people who could build things with plug plates, stuff like that, you know. I just want to make sure that everybody has fun and ends up with something fun at their end result. And maybe even build some new camaraderie in the local scene. Get people together who may not know each other, stuff like that. Sorry, I realize I'm building off camera. And I have an idea currently, like there's something I've been wanting to do for a little while. It's actually a skit with Gunpla, and I want to try to make it happen. I want to do it for you guys first, since you guys are trying to help build this community, give a little more premium content for you guys at least, or give you guys heads up before anyone else. So I want to do that as soon as I figure out how to film it. It came up, the idea came up whenever I built DGEM Sniper 2 a little while ago. And I want to see if I can make it happen. So I believe it would be really funny when done correctly. And I also have an idea for a new SHOKY Inside Voice. I've been wanting to do it for a couple weeks now. Actually, probably for about a month now. And I really want to do it for you guys first, because I want to be able to have slightly more unedited or uncensored content here first, because it'd be a lot easier to do. Glue should be nearly dry. Check on the head here. Sending blocks. Because the thing about cement is it actually will melt the plastic. So if you got just a little bit of a nub, a little bit of a stress mark, you just put a dab of the cement there, it'll actually melt it back into normal for the most part. And then if there's any excess glue around, you just go in and you sand and buff the crap away. So it's like a moderate level of seam lining, so you guys can see if the camera would actually focus worth a damn. So top is okay. This was the part I was having to worry about. So let's see how bad it is. Good thing is, at least with a round object like this, it actually works out fairly well. Okay, so that's just gonna permanently be that way. It just looks like that's the gig it decided to go with. Fine then, be that way. Little bear guy. Think you know better than everybody. And you know what? I might actually hit this guy. With some clear coat when I'm done. So I'll keep the stickers off until after that. Might just give him a quick hit of clear coat. Maybe not, we'll see. Like I said, this is not even super abrasive. This is made for, you know, polishing fingernails. So if I really wanted to get after it, I got a nice selection of sandpaper, but this is something so minor, I'm not even really worried about it that much. Not too shabby, so polish it up real good. Okay, throw the arms in here, like so. Legs, need a ball joint. Sorry, I'm also not working in the screen here. Apologies. Now, if I could have the camera like about a foot higher than it is, I bet it would probably work out better, but I don't have any kind of rigging for that. Maybe I need to build something. Alright, this one I think is going to be the hard one. A lot of heat in that. Okay. That's pretty good, I guess. Feels like it's still a little soft. You guys notice what I'm doing? I'm holding the piece and sanding it to it. Gives you a little bit more control. I mean, it's not a perfect job by any means, but hey, I'm not a perfect builder. Yeah. I'm gonna try to do the inside of the leg. Okay. A little bit nicer. Whoa. That was a mess. Wow. Lost complete control of the piece there. Okay. So let's go quick run through here. Alright, I'm calling that one done. Oh, I need a foot that's cleaned up. Body here. Okay, let's start with the inside part. Yeah, this is already taking way longer than I thought it would, but oh well. I can add music and even speed these points up if I want to. Glories of being able to edit. It's one reason I don't like live streaming as often, because I like to be able to edit whatever happens. Okay, next level. his little head on here. And there we go. So the arms are a little bit rough. I don't really care. Throw on the little bow, wherever it's supposed to go. There. And then we have the stand, as usual. Honestly, I love these puzzle piece things because it does give you the ability to just link them all together and have a fun little display. I mean, it's just a nice little idea. It's very simple and it works. And I don't know where my trash box is. Trash box is missing, but that's okay. And like I said, I think I will hit this little dude with a semi-gloss clear coat, which, you know, at least for you guys probably isn't going to make a big difference because it probably looks blurry as hell. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. I will do a quickie review of this guy when he's done, and I'll post it for you guys to see first, and then eventually it will be up on the normal YouTubes. But as always, thanks for your patronage, guys. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to work on more videos for you guys. It's finding time in the review schedule to make those things happen, especially when I want to be a little bit more creative, like with the skit and stuff like that. And if we get the Shoky After Dark stuff, the more adult-oriented content, I will probably have that up for you guys first, because also if you guys are paying for it, it's a little bit easier for me to put stuff on Patreon in that level, because YouTube may not find it ad-friendly, especially if there's cussing and obscenities and stuff like that. So thanks, guys. And if I was gonna say, if you're new here, like and subscribe, but you guys already know me. You guys are awesome. I don't even have to thank you guys, you know, specifically, because you know who you are on the Patreon. And if you spread the word of Shoky, you know, if you know anybody else who might like my stuff, by all means, please. Could always use the extra support and subscribers and new friends with you guys. So I'll talk to you all later, and stick around for other reviews, especially the review of this little guy. So remember, as always, keep on building.